Welcome to Nintendo Ninja News. I'm your host Chris Tysis, and yes, I'm back after a few days. It's been a little bit busy for me, running around doing studies and education stuff, and trying to line up a few things and trying to knock out a few problems at once, which is good. And obviously, it's probably been nearly a couple weeks since E3 has ended, week and a half or something. And I think that presentation went well by Nintendo. I think they said they were mostly going to talk about Super Smash Brothers, and we got Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. All the fighters are coming back, which is fantastic. And that I think that's plenty enough different or new characters for people. Of course, Ridley from the Metroid world is now part of it, which is fantastic. So the fans can now stop complaining. And I was disappointed to hear about the creator of Smash Brothers being harassed for not putting Waluigi in as a main character and not as an assistant trophy. And I think once again it just shows how toxic that Smash Brothers fan base can be. I don't know why there's a lot of fan bases that are pretty bad, but Smash Brothers, I think when it comes to the Nintendo large fan base, seems to be the most toxic one. I know that Pokemon can go up there too, but really disappointing there. So I think overall the presentation probably felt a bit lackluster, a bit underwhelming, but I think that's predictable. That was predicted because they don't tend to really tell games that are coming out years in advance. Like you probably heard from Microsoft and Sony. I think Sony's was a bit disappointing. The games they showed off are really good, but no release dates or anything like that. Microsoft showed over 50 games. That was fantastic. The presentation had a good pacing, and I think they, you know, won E3. But a lot of their titles did not have a release date as well. So a little bit of a strange E3 there. But I think that Nintendo's done an alright job. Maybe some people are complaining that some of the games not as good as it was from last year, but last year was a stellar launch. You can't really repeat it with games like Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild and Skyrim and all the other cool games that came out. But during E3, we got Fortnite on the Switch, which is big, and we'll be doing coverage of that over time, which is fantastic. You also got Fallout Shelter, which is good, and also to the card playing game. I think Elder Scrolls Legends is coming to the Switch, which is good. So there's a few nice little, free games that came out, and Palatines or something like that. Some other game came out, not the free version, which was annoying. So yeah, I think overall things went pretty well for Nintendo and things like that. But there will be other announcements. There will be other opportunities. I say you'll probably hear something maybe a little more in August. It's possibly too soon. Maybe towards the end of September, you'll hear more about what other games might be coming out for this year, and probably the beginning part of 2019. Yes, half the year's already over. So that's a bit crazy too. But overall, I think Nintendo did alright. I go through E3, lots of videos uploaded. Most of them did okay. And my sleeping pattern's sort of been fixed up now due to that. So there was a lot of late nights, staying up until 4 or 5 in the morning during that. Even much later, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. So that was, I don't know, each year feels like it's getting harder and harder to do it. But I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy that all of that's worked out and it's done very, very nicely. So, what should we look forward to from Nintendo? I guess the next big release will be Pokemon Let's Go. That's going to be a very interesting thing, and I wonder how that's going to go sales wise. I think it will sell really well. It's got the Pokeball Joy-Con and all that, so it shouldn't be too bad. And then September 7th is Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, which is going to be great. It's going to be really good to see. I'm looking forward to how that all turns out and what people think of it. Probably be better than the Wii U version, and I think people will be very happy to see it all. And in other news, I will continue to be playing the playtime of Banjo-Kazooie, and I couldn't quite get out the Mario Tennis 64 stuff, but I think we will do that soonish. I'll probably be next on the list of classic games that I want to show off and play and enjoy. Who knows? There might be other games on other consoles that I could show off in the future. But we'll wrap it up here. It will be a short NNN show. I've been a bit tired, but everything's sort of slowly working itself out. I think next month will be a better month for me, and we shall see what happens. So tell me what you thought about E3 and what stuff you're looking forward to and all that sort of stuff. But it's nice to be back in front of the camera after a few days off. So that is it for me. I'll see you next time.